Hey guys, it is Friday, November 13th, 2009. Hope you guys are doing well out there and staying healthy and hopefully taking plenty of vitamin D3. I want to talk about the Ukrainian situation, the flu slash plague or whatever. Something's going on there, obviously, but I have a subscriber who is actually a Ukrainian citizen, and he was nice enough to send me a very detailed, report from his point of view. This is back on November 11th, and I'll post the PMs. I just did a copy and paste the PMs and put them in a Word document, and I'll post a link to that, and also post a link to the channel, his channel too, so you can take a look and see what he's got going on. So let me read a couple things here. Basically, he's saying that they have about 1 million or so people sick from epidemic of the usual flu. And he's got a link there to their governmental site too, talking about the respiratory disease cases by week. Excuse me. They said about 40 cases of confirmed swine flu, and about 10 people are dead from this flu, which is, think about that, that's kind of a high percentage if those governmental numbers are correct. It says that Ukraine gets the flu every year, just like most of us do in the northern hemisphere, of course, this time of year. And typically, typically Ukrainians don't report that they have the flu. They'll stay home, deal with it, that sort of thing. But since there's been sort of this hype, this panic of the flu, and the government's putting out there apparently some information out there that this may not be just a regular flu, that it's something a little bit scarier. Of course, the Ukrainians are showing up to their doctors' offices and hospitals as well. So it's kind of interesting because he mentions that. He says, perhaps there's a rise only because people are scared and they're starting to go more to the doctors and hospitals and all that. So that's why you're seeing a rise, and that perhaps it's just a normal level, but you're seeing a rise because, again, people are just starting to report it more. Anyway, he mentions about 190 people are dead so far overall from a flu situation, which is kind of typical anyway. Not to be cynical about it, but not to play that down, but that's about typical so far. Nothing seems to be unusual. Of course, he mentioned that the Prime Minister, of course, is Mrs. Tymoshenko, is running for office and is in that number 2 spot. So perhaps there's a little bit of good propaganda going on, perhaps on the side of the government, just to get people scared and that sort of stuff too. Which, of course, typically governments never do that, do they? So anyway, basically, like I said, I'll post this out there. You guys can read through this as you like. He basically is saying that there's really not much of a bad situation, just it's kind of a typical flu situation for them. And, there's no plague or anything crazy like that. He did mention about YouTube that there's so many talks about plague and things like that, government conspiracies to hide numbers. He thinks it's all very silly, and at least from his point of view, there's really not that kind of thing going on. There's just perhaps a lot of fear-mongering. So anyway, like I said, I'll post it out there. You guys can read through it and see what you guys think about that. And love to have your comments too. And perhaps if you would, in your comments, if you have some other information too, you could share this with other people, that'd be great too. So anyway, it is Friday. Hope you guys have a terrific weekend. Please rate and comment, like I mentioned, and subscribe to my videos. And other than that, hope you guys have a terrific weekend, rest of today. And we will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.